go back and forwards, to be honest with you. Like, when I talk to Bud, kind of like he convinces me that he's going to win the fight because he's such a believer in his own ability, and he's very convincing.
Oh, yeah, I believe Terence Crawford is going to be in top shape, and I believe he's good enough to outpoint Canelo. But I believe the power would be a challenge, if you will. So I'm going to say Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford?
Because I think Terence Crawford is the best boxer in the world.
The tool set that like Crawford brings to the table, it's so diverse, it's so well-rounded against Canelo, who it's a bit of a rinse and repeat thing, right? You know what you're going to get from him constantly. And Crawford always seems to find the answers.
Boxing insiders are sounding the alarm for Canelo Alvarez as he prepares to face the elusive Terence Crawford. While Canelo is famed for his granite chin, calculated knockout power, and devastating hooks and body shots that have broken down countless opponents, many experts warn that Crawford's speed, precision, and tactical brilliance could completely shift the fight's momentum.
What y'all going to see in this fight with Bud Crawford versus Canelo is, one, he beat Errol Spence. And Biz thought Spence would win. That lets you know. And he walks around 186. 186? Him fight at 168 ain't moving up. No way. He's going to be bigger, stronger, better wrestler, quicker, more skillful, best footwork, a great chin. And the fight that he had with Madrimov, do you understand how shifty and tricky Madrimov is? With Madrimov, the tricks and the shiftiness that he displayed against Ortiz had Ortiz boggled. Madrimov only lost to Ortiz because that's how tricky he is. That was the trick. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it, dog.
Dmitry Bivol, the only man to defeat Canelo in recent years, has shared his blueprint for Crawford to follow. Bivol stressed that Crawford must adjust to the power and relentless pressure at 168 LEBs, where the physical demands are on another level. He also highlighted the importance of mental toughness, warning that fear or hesitation can make even the strongest fighter crumble. Confident in Crawford's adaptability, unorthodox style, and ability to switch stances, Bivol believes Bud has the tools to neutralize Canelo's biggest.
How would you give the blueprint to Terence to beat Canelo Alvarez?
Just need to do his job, what he's doing well. You know, he's changing his stance, he's moving a lot, you know, he's keeping distance. Like this he could win, of course, not with changing punches with him.
Who do you think has more power out of the two?
Canelo, of course, he got used to this weight class more than Crawford. He needs to get used to this power, even he's big.
So how does Canelo beat Crawford? Do you think that's a stoppage?
He could beat him, he could stop him. It could happen anyhow, you know, from both of the sides. And Canelo, of course, will try to find some hard punch.
Crawford himself says his biggest advantage isn't raw power. It's his fight IQ and ability to adapt. In recent interviews, he explained that he doesn't need to knock Canelo out to win. His plan is to study Alvarez in the early rounds, then adjust mid-fight, exploiting openings and breaking his rhythm. With his stance-switching skills, deceptive baiting, and movement, Crawford aims to turn Canelo's forward pressure into a frustrating chase.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't just
obviously, okay.
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not Kovalev.
Kovalev was older.
And
he does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo?
Tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but It's gonna be. It's gonna be difficult. You take it to your.
I'm taking him, and ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it. Come fight
and
night.
I know Turkey's in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's
All
gonna
right.
be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see.
We'll
You know
see.
it.
We'll see.
We're gonna
son.
see.
Hall of Famer Andre Ward has openly backed Crawford in this super middleweight showdown. Acknowledging the massive two-division jump, Ward stated, "I'm going with Terence Crawford. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against anybody. Right now." He urged skeptics to recognize how difficult it is to break Crawford's will or outthink his world-class ring intelligence.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this last couple years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat. But in terms of his resume, the opponents that he fought, right? And people say he fought this name and fought that name. Where did he fight that name when he fought him? He 32. He coming off 2 losses. He 35. Kovalev, when he fought Kovalev was cooked. He wasn't the crusher. He wasn't the undefeated guy. He had lost that. And I'm not knocking the hustle, but you lose me when you start saying I'm the best fighter in the world. Or you lose me when you feel like you don't have to fight the best, but then everybody else got to fight the best. Canelo is a really good fighter, man. But you don't really know how good you are until you fight the other best. Like even Dimitri Bivol, the dude you lost to. You got to give him credit for going up in weight, but I feel like he miscalculated though.
Former two-division champion Shawn Porter believes the fight is far more evenly matched than most think. Calling it a 50-50 battle, he pointed to Crawford's reach, height, ring generalship, and fluid combinations as serious advantages, advising fans not to focus solely on size and strength. Porter also noted that Canelo, while still dangerous, is no longer quite the same fighter he was 3 or 4 years ago.
The others say, like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down. You know, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he still got that kind of steam. But, you know, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo have, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another, you know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out, you know what I mean? So
David Benavidez sees this matchup as more than just hype. He views it as a pivotal moment in modern boxing. He respects Crawford's elite IQ and adaptability, admitting that if anyone can beat Canelo, it's him. However, Benavidez cautions that moving up this much in weight is a major challenge. Still, he gives Crawford a 70% chance to win, crediting his intelligence and ability to hurt Canelo if he fully adapts to the super middleweight power level.
Terence Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he loses. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Errol Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know you don't. Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make 168.
Crawford's a little guy, you know. He's coming up 2 divisions to fight Canelo Alvarez, and you think he's going to go toe-to-toe with Canelo? Come on, man. You know, Terence Crawford's a great fighter, really good fighter, but that's too much weight for him. So he's going to try to survive and move around and try to win the round. That's what's going to happen. I think Canelo at the stage right now, his legs are not the same. You know, the body's not responding the same. So I think he's going to have problems trying to catch Terence Crawford, to be honest with you. And I think it's going to be the same fight. You know, I think it's going to be a boring fight. It's going to. I'm hoping that, you know, it's a little bit exciting because I heard that Canelo was the worst fight ever on pay-per-view to throw the less punches in history. So we're hoping to see a great fight, a good fight, but that matchup is not a matchup to be excited.
Four-division champion Mikey Garcia is confident that Crawford can outthink Canelo in a potential super middleweight clash. While acknowledging Canelo's size and punching power at 168 lbs, Garcia believes Crawford's superior ring IQ and versatility could be the difference maker. "I think Crawford is going to win. I think he's going to box him," Garcia said in a recent interview. He trusts Crawford's ability to control the pace with movement and strategy, even against a physically imposing opponent despite his inactivity since August 2024.
Very different situation, different opponents, different styles of fighting. So it's not, I can't really quite compare the fight, side by side, but it does face challenges, every time you move up in weight. Fighters are bigger, naturally bigger, they can take a bigger punch, they can give a better punch too, they're heavier. But this is a different matchup. Canelo's not as fast, not as aggressive. He kind of goes on cruise control. He's not one to use his strength as size to dominate all the time. Sometimes, like I say, just cruise control, which allows Crawford, I think, to fight a little bit more comfortable. Crawford's IQ, I think, is superb. So I'm actually thinking he might pull it off.
If you were Crawford, how would you fight Canelo?
Box, counterpunch, box, switch, from left-handed to right-handed, just make it complicated for Canelo and win a decision. You're not gonna hurt him, so win a decision.
So who do you think is gonna win?
I think Crawford's gonna win.
You think Crawford?
I think Crawford's gonna win.
By decision?
By decision.
What happens when he takes a shot from Canelo? One of those uppercuts from Gia or those...
He could get dropped, or he feels it enough to be like, fuck this, I'm boxing. And goes on the bicycle and turns southpaw for the rest of the night. And I wouldn't blame him either. Fuck it, you're gonna go in there and collect a fucking paycheck at that point.
Right.
You're not gonna go get hurt.
Right.
What good is it to get fucking 20, 30 million if you are fucking hurt physically, end up in the hospital and hurt just physically, life-changing, you don't want that shit.
Do you think Canelo could hurt him? Or could be life-changing?
Good, he's that big, fool. One punch could fucking knock him out bad enough to hurt his eye socket or detached retina. You never fucking know.
Right.
So no one wants that shit.
Crawford said if he beats him, he's in the top 3 GOATs of all time.
Oh, for sure. If Crawford beats Canelo, then for sure. Give him all the fucking props in the world, bro. And he actually does have a chance. It's not like he doesn't have a chance. Don't be too surprised if he fucking pulls it off in the decision.